In this lesson, we'll review a math question from the problem solving section. We're on page 612, question 11 out of 16. This is a moderate difficulty problem. In fact, it's really quite easy if you know the technique. We're given a function, g of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c, and we're told that a and c are both negative constants, and the question asks which of the following could be the graph of g. We have 5 choices, and we have to obviously just find the one, but we're going to work through it, and it's really a pretty straightforward approach. Now, you should know this, and if not, I just want to remind you, anytime you have an equation like x squared plus bx plus c, or it could just be x squared plus c, we know this is a parabola because of this x squared. Now, the first question you want to ask yourself, if it's a parabola, is how does it open? Does it open upward like a U or downward like an N? Now, if it's x squared, it always opens upward, right? If there's a negative in front of the x, I know that would indicate it opens downward, but some students there's a little ambiguity because College Board might think students could infer there are parentheses. So I'll just tell you, if it's x squared, it always opens up. The only way it's going to open down on the SAT or PSAT is there has to be a coefficient or a constant in front like we have here, and the constant has to be negative. And we have both of those. So we see x squared by itself will be up, but with a constant that's negative, it opens down. So we know that this first part here is going to open like an N. And the only other factor you want to look for is this C. Now I know there's a bx here, but we set the x's all to 0. Just pay attention to the one without the x, and that is the y-intercept. So we know it opens down, but when it crosses the y-axis, is this positive? Is it up here or here? And we're told that C is negative, so we know it's going to cross negative territory. So if we were to sketch it, it has to be downward, and it has to look like that. Which of the following could be? Again, it's very straightforward, and the answer obviously here is A. Now if you look, by the way, at B is downward, but you see B crosses at the origin, which is 0, 0, and that is not negative. It has to be below 0. The answer here is definitely A. So I probably took a lot more time explaining this than it would take for you to solve it, but just remember those 2 steps, and it's a really very straightforward problem. All right, see you next time. Thanks for watching.